Alright, back here, I'm going to start getting this water pump off here. So we'll get these, should be a 13 millimeter bolts all the way around here to get the water pump off. 15 millimeter bolt here for this guy. Get this tensioner off, then we'll work on getting the housing off here. So we'll work on getting that next. Find a good view here so we can get this for you. Get these wrapped up.
Yeah. Can I get it in?
Water pump.
Water pump?
Yep.
Okay.
Keep losing the camera.
Okay, so we got these things?
Yeah.
Water pump?
Yep, water pump. Eventually, yeah.
Name?
Just a pulley.
Pulley?
Yep. There's more water pump bolts. Thought for sure this was going to be able to do it. That was in that same pulley. No, it was in the, should be in the same bag. And put this one in there as well for water pump. Alright, we got a catch pan underneath here, so pop this out. This one actually looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I might go ahead and just reuse this one. Finish getting these bolts off. This will be a new one. Timing cover.
Timing cover?
Yep. Couple more. We'll want to get these hoses off here. These hoses out of the way here. Just be careful so it doesn't kink in here.
Whatever you move that end.
What's that?
Whatever you move that over there.
Okay.
So it looks like this.
So look at this. We have, see all this?
Yeah.
This wiring exposed. That's not good. Just look at that. Just going right through there.
Gonna put some tape on.
We'll have to figure out something to sleeve that up and cover that up. So we're gonna get most of this out of the way so we can get this cover off.
I'm gonna get a towel for that.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Just do a lot of it.
Alright, next we're going to want to get this bottom puller for this guy here. That'll allow us to get the final bolts out of the back, and then we can get this timing cover off, and we'll be right in there. So let me get the puller available, get it set up, situated, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the rest of those bolts out. We're going to come down in here. That's a 21mm bolt that we're going to get off the harmonic balancer. We'll get that off, and then we got to get the puller that's going to be able to go behind those fittings, and we can get that pulled off. Then there's a couple more bolts back up behind here, behind this big thing, and then we can pop this thing off and be ready to go. So let me get that bolt off real quick, see if my impact can do it. I don't know if it'll be able to get that or not. So got it bumped up all the way, but we'll see. Got it. This is the I think it's the MG325 model. I'll have to pull it off and take a look at it, but this has been a pretty good 3/8 impact gun. Been pretty impressed with it. Got the big harmonic balancer bolt, but yeah, it couldn't get that small bolt earlier. You want to get another rag for me? Alright, I'm going to get the puller, we'll get that off, and then we'll go from there. Be back. Alright, we just finished getting this harmonic balancer off. Guys, there is a specialty tool you want to use on this. We had to do a makeshift something to make it work, and we just made it work. So I'm glad you didn't break it or anything. So here's this coming off. You can kind of see what I did there. Threw a bolt in there to kind of makeshift this out. So there's that, which is great. Yeah, here's what I did. Just threw a bolt in there to shorten the length of the unit that I had to get that off. So that is officially off. So rock on. So you can see behind there, 1, 2, 3, 4 more bolts to get that timing belt cover off, and it'll come off. Be ready to rock and roll. That's timing cover. Okay. Alright, so let's get this guy. I think that's all the bolts off there. I don't think there's any more in the back here. Okay, let's get this guy off here. I have a feeling there might be a hidden bolt that I'm not seeing. It's not coming off very easy right now. Let's see. It should come off there, so. Yep, there it goes. Successfully made a mess. There you go. Okay. Can you grab another couple paper towels to lay down? Big ones, yeah. Like you're gonna need 3 of them. All right, let's take a look here. I cannot tell, but man, these guides and everything look like they're pretty new. They don't look like they have had much wear at all, so makes me wonder if maybe at some point they've got this off and they've done timing chains and guides, because I don't think those are OE. They're like a red. I don't know if you can see that. Like a red. Red style. So I don't know. All that looks pretty good. Chain looks good. So I'll do a little bit more investigation on that, take a look at it, and we'll kind of go from there. But anyways, we'll work on getting these heads off now. Get the covers off and then work on getting the heads off. Alright, we've got the front timing cover off. Like I said previously, still not sure if that's going to be something that we're going to look into replacing. It looks like it at some point someone has been in there and done something somewhat looks okay. Up next, we're going to get these valve covers off. We'll start off this side, work on getting just the valve cover bolts off this side, and then we'll work on that side. back in there. Loose. I like I had them all loose, but maybe not. Just have little rubber bushings in there to help seal some stuff getting in or out. Seals it up pretty good though. Some of it came up just a tad there.
Did it take them all the way out?
Yeah.
And it pops out at the end. Oh, the screws out.
They're in there.
Alright.
Okay, let's set this down over on that side. And we'll do the same thing. Just set that right next to that on the paper. And then we'll do the same thing over on this side. Let's get some better light in here. Of course, we got all this stuff in the way, so we're gonna have to move it around to see how we can get in here. Those bolts are in there. Set this compressor right here for a second. So we got in here this morning and we pulled off the back cover bolt. Ended up having to do both the valve cover bolts by hand and remove this tubing that was connected to this vacuum line right here, right there, and then the same one over on the other side. Those both ended up splitting just due to age, corrosion. So what we got is got both covers off. Going to remove these tensioners real quick, which should free up all the guides, the tension for the chain, and we should be able to pull those off. Pretty simple.
See here? See that rubber? See, I was thinking that those would hook into here.
They wouldn't reach.
You got a new water pump on that?
Yeah.
Probably have to pull this pulley. You know which one goes to which?
Yeah, the right and the left. So left and right.
Is that straight top on it? No. Just get the number.
All right, so we got both the tensioners out of there. So this is where the top, the bottom here. You can see it release that tensioner right there, and same with this one. So this one's pretty much loose. Just got to take that torch spigot out, and that's going to release. Same with that. I got to remove this, and then the other bolt's right behind it, and then that will free this one up here. And a couple bolts in the back, bolt through here. Release this one on the bottom, and then take this cover off. There's another bolt right behind there, along with that bolt there, and that'll release those tensions. So we'll do that, and we'll be back after that. Alright, final head was pulled off on passenger side. We got everything off. Realized that I looked at the number 3 cylinder. Like I said, I had looked and had seen some oil down in the spark plug coil area. I think it was coincidence. I did, however, end up coming across this. So I'll check out this last cylinder over here. You can see we got some coolant in there, so that would have obviously had some coolant blow by. Most likely the head is what we're assuming right now. Probably had I was getting some white smoke every now and then along with the blue smoke, so that explains that probably. Again, we'll get this all cleaned up. Also going over to the heads here. We did see a crack in this head here in the exhaust. So we got a little bit of a crack there. Probably see about getting that replaced, and then here's a close-up of each of the valves.